And now to Wilton Matters. This weekend, anti-Trump protesters packed the streets. It's part of a nationwide protest called a National Day of Action. In Atlanta, federal employees, researchers, healthcare providers, and others held a Stand Up for Science event to rally against President Trump's budget cuts. Protesters in D.C. showed up to confront National Guard troops recently deployed there, and in Austin, crowds came out for a Fight the Trump takeover rally. The Republican governors of West Virginia, South Carolina, and Ohio announced this weekend they will send National Guard troops to Washington, D.C. in an escalation of President Donald Trump's efforts to federally take over law enforcement in the city. West Virginia's governor said his state was sending 300 to 400 troops to the nation's capital. South Carolina authorized the deployment of 200 troops, and Ohio said it will send 150. Meanwhile, President Trump is preparing for a high-stakes meeting Monday with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenskyy. As CBS's Cristian Benavides reports, Zelenskyy is looking to avoid a repeat in the infamous February argument he had with Trump in the Oval Office.
At the White House, President Trump is preparing for an Oval Office meeting tomorrow with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenskyy following the Alaska summit between Trump and Russia's Vladimir Putin Friday, which ended early, and with the two leaders making remarks without taking any questions.
There were many points that we agreed on, most of them I would say, a couple of big ones that we haven't quite gotten there.
Zelenskyy on social media encouraged the U.S. to strengthen sanctions on Russia if Putin doesn't commit to a trilateral meeting. On Saturday, the administration confirmed a letter written by the First Lady that the president gave to Putin, in which she urges the Russian leader to sign a peace deal and raised concerns about the children of war. In protecting the innocence of these children, you serve humanity itself, she wrote. Notably, Russia has been accused of kidnapping Ukrainian children and forcing them to live with Russian families.
To President Zelenskyy, I think.
In a Fox News interview, President Trump said a peace deal was now in Zelenskyy's hands.
Now it's really up to President Zelenskyy to get it done.
Sam Vinograd is a CBS News national security contributor.
And there are certainly concerns that heading into the Oval Office meeting between Trump and Zelenskyy on Monday, that Trump will try to bully President Zelenskyy into accepting the contours of the deal that he hammered out with President Putin.
You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III.
No doubt Zelenskyy is hoping to avoid the dressing down he received last time he was in the Oval.
Have you said thank you once?
Cristian Benavides, CBS News.